control, and I don't doubt that he embraces the typical Democrat talking points. But in the moment, in the time when he was addressing his community, his state, the nation, he did not instinctively call for gun control. I'm told from people in Louisville that the new mayor has not made gun control a central issue at this point either. And a lot of people in Louisville are talking about turning to churches. That's the story. I mentioned Mark Davis, and every day I talk to Mark, the M&M Experience. It's available at MikeOnline.com. It's on our podcast. We try to almost always play my daily visit with him from his show in the morning at 7:35 on 660 AM The Answer in Dallas, Fort Worth. Mark said something today that was one of the most profound things he's ever said. When's the last time you ever heard about a mass shooting like this creep in Louisville? Like this coward in Louisville who murdered these innocent, beautiful people. When's the last time you ever heard a mass shooter with somebody who faithfully went to church? When did you ever hear that a mass shooter was somebody filled with love, a love of the Lord, and a knowledge of the Bible and Scripture, and an appreciation of what it means to be a God-fearing Christian? When's the last time you ever heard that? It doesn't happen. We are reaping what we sow when we turn away from God, when we turn away from our faith, when we don't go to church, when we don't pray, when we don't crack open a Bible, when we don't remember the love of the Lord, when we don't remember how He made us in His image, when we forget the basic commandments that were given to us. When we reject all of that, as too many are doing, we absolutely are reaping what we sow. We're getting exactly what would be expected we would get. My gosh. People say there's a mental health crisis in America. There's not a mental health crisis. There's no more mentally ill people than there were 50 years ago. You think there's more mental health problems now? You know what we have a lack of? Going to church. A faith-filled community. Prayer. That's what has changed. I saw it on social media the other night on Easter Sunday. There was an image of New York City in like 1959 or 1960. You know what they did in New York City? They lit up all the windows in major skyscrapers in New York City with giant crosses, symbolizing the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. New York City. You think you'd see that today? Oh my gosh. They'd go out of their minds. The left would lose. They'd probably have a riot. Can't have a cross. Now we sue if there's a cross in the public arena. Now we sue if there's prayer in the public square. Now we bathe the Empire State Building in pink to celebrate late-term abortion. That's what they do to the Empire State Building now. But a few decades ago, they lit up all the windows to form a giant cross to symbolize the death and resurrection of Jesus. Too many people glorify abortion, the taking of an innocent life. Oh, we gotta fight for that woman's right to choose, they scream. Wonder how many of those people are prayerful. Wonder how many of those people go to church. Wonder how many of those people pray. I can answer that for you. Spoiler alert. Not many. Not many. A lot of listeners are going to be joining us in the Holy Land. Portions of the Mike Gallagher Show are brought to you in part by the Israeli Ministry of Tourism at holyland.israel.travel. I am so excited about our visit this October 25th. I've got a number of friends coming along, family members. I cannot wait for hundreds of our members of our audience to join us. It's the Stand With Israel Tour. Dennis Prager and I are going to be your co-hosts again. Traveling to the Holy Land will change your life. And if you want details about the Stand With Israel tour, which takes place October 25th through November the 3rd, go to standwithisraeltour.com to get all the details. Standwithisraeltour.com. We've got hundreds of people already signed up. It's going to be a spectacular journey. It will change your life to walk where Jesus walked. You want to lean into your faith? Do you agree with me that we ought to return to spirituality and faith? How about coming with us to Israel this October? For details, go to standwithisraeltour.com. It's not too late. I hope you can join us. Come join Prager and Gallagher and a few hundred of our closest friends with our Stand With Israel tour. And for more details about travel to Israel overall, go to holyland.israel.travel, holyland.israel.travel. Israel, exactly like nowhere else.
The Mike Gallagher Show, anywhere, anytime on the Salem News Channel app. Download it on your favorite device today and take Mike wherever you go. Stream anywhere on any device. The Mike Gallagher Show on TV, right in your pocket.
Drug-free pain relief solution that I have. It's called Relief Factor. Go to relieffactor.com. The 3-week quick start costs $19.95. This product is made from wild-caught fish oils and botanicals, and it goes to work on relieving the inflammation that causes pain to begin with. Let's see if we can get you out of pain the Relief Factor way. Relieffactor.com, relieffactor.com, or call 800-500-8384, 800-500-8384 for Relief Factor.
Oil and natural gas keep going up as the Russia conflict escalates. Get in on the next and help the U.S. with your patriotic investment that can potentially pay you monthly income for up to 20 or more years. That's the sound of a producing oil well and the sound of a smart investment. If you're an SEC accredited investor and have at least 25,000 liquids now, you can take advantage of Encore Energy's projects and a huge tax savings for this year. If you invest in oil and natural gas, you're allowed to write off nearly 100% of your investment in the first year. Goldman Sachs is projecting oil to go up to $100 a barrel, and natural gas is the fuel of the future and trading at record prices. Call 800-287-6691. Encore Energy is a major investor and experienced operator in its core area of operation. Call now and learn how to deduct 100% of your investment and create 20 or more years of potential monthly income. Call 800-287-6691. That's 800-287-6691. Silicon Valley Insider fans, you've listened to Keith Koo for 5 seasons discussing disruption and innovation. But did you know his passion is in advising and mentoring tech startups? For the new year, Keith and his team have a limited number of spots to take on additional clients. If you're thinking about how to get started with scaling your startup or developing a minimum viable product, email info@sbin.biz to schedule an introductory conversation.
The Silicon Valley Insider Show, Saturday morning at 10 on 860 AM. The Answer.
Relief Factor, pain relief that's natural, pain relief that works, and pain relief that attacks the source of the pain. That's the experience of tens of thousands of Americans who are taking Relief Factor right now. See their incredible video endorsements at relieffactor.com, and then all it is 3-week quick start pack for just $19.95. That's less than $1. That's safe. Find out if it can work for you like it works for me by ordering your 3-week quick start pack today. Relieffactor.com. Relieffactor.com. Be the next success story.
Execution's 11 p.m., but he's trying to convince us he's gone insane, therefore incapable of being executed.
On April 14th,
Edward?
I am a demon.
The famous C.S. Lewis Scrooge's letters.
I think it's time to tell you what it is that we'd like you to do.
Comes Nefarious. Rated R. Under 17 that had been out there in theaters April 14th.
took a panicked run on a major bank to lead to the second biggest bank failure in U.S. history. And Moody's just downgraded the entire U.S. banking system from stable to negative. Just a reminder why many people diversify their portfolios with something tangible, something that doesn't need bailing out, something that can't vanish into thin air. Learn the truth in Swiss America's shocking report, The Secret War on Cash. This all-out war against cash is a war against the freedom-loving Americans. You must read The Secret War on Cash. Get your free copy by calling or texting 800-630-1495. That's 800-630-1495. This all-out war on cash, digital forms of currency too, is growing daily. So please get and read The Secret War on Cash free to Salem listeners by calling or texting now at 800-630-1495. Make sure you mention Salem when you call or text 800-630-1495.
What about his spiritual life? And have you ever heard, I'm serious, honest question, legitimate query I have on this. Have you ever heard of a mass shooter in America who was a church-going, faith-filled, religious individual? Ever? We should be praying for the entire community of Louisville, Kentucky, praying for these 5 families who have to say goodbye forever to their loved ones until they meet them again, praying for that young police officer academy a couple of weeks ago, and he did what he was trained to do. He went to the shooter, and by the grace of God, that young officer is going to survive. His life will never be the same again, and all we do is turn away from prayer rather than lean into it. How about some reporter do an investigation into the killer in Louisville's spiritual life? And I'll bet you're going to find what we know to be the answer. Portions of our show brought to you in part by the Leadership Institute. You know, talking about grassroots efforts and being involved. I want to talk to you about the best organization dedicated to creating conservative leaders in America, the Leadership Institute. Their mission is crucial. At stake, not only the future of America. Leftists are using their influence to change our economy, schools, way of life permanently. We're hearing all these reports about all the turnout. The Democrats have become a turnout machine. They got Gen Xers. They got Gen Zers. Well, I'm excited to tell you about the Leadership Institute. They plan to double the leaders that they're training in the next 2 years, including a bold program to take back our nation's K-12 public schools, one school board seat at a time. Do you know that the cost to train one parent, one mom, to run and win in a school board race is $150? To find out how you can help the Leadership Institute train up an army of 5,000 moms, an army of parents to take back America's schools, simply go to takebackourschools.com. This could be the smartest visit you pay to a site today. Takebackourschools.com, an initiative of the Leadership Institute, and you're going to be a part of the answer. Takebackourschools.com. I saw a tweet from somebody I follow, D.C. Drainer. Former President Trump leads Ron DeSantis in Florida. Now, you would think the Florida governor would enjoy a polling advantage over President Trump. A Victory Insights survey released yesterday shows Trump with 46% to DeSantis' 31% one-on-one. Here's a conversation starter. Check this out. This is what D.C. Drano, who's a social media influencer, wrote. He said Here's what I don't get about Ron DeSantis. He's hugely popular in Florida and widely seen by the MAGA base as the heir apparent to Donald Trump. He's young, has over $100 million in the bank. Does he? That true? And he just got reelected. His term ends in 2027. He'd have nearly 2 full years to run for POTUS in 2028. Why waste all that money, political capital, and goodwill to run and likely lose in 2024? Trump is going to hit him so hard in the primaries that a solid 30 points, 30% of MAGA will probably support DeSantis again. Pence made one giant mistake and crossed the base on January 6th, and now MAGA has crossed him off their list forever. Why flirt with that danger? The only way this makes sense is if Paul Ryan, Karl Rove, and the establishment machine wants to use DeSantis as a pawn to weaken Trump. Please don't fall for it, Governor DeSantis. You're the president in 2028 with the full MAGA machine supporting you. Keep crushing it as our governor and help Trump win in 2024. You'll only grow support that way. Wow, what do you think? 1-800-655-MIKE. Let's get your reaction to what DC Drano tweeted out. Pretty powerful message. Hey, Ron DeSantis, he says, sit this one out. Support Trump, and you'll be stronger than ever in 2020. Is he right? Stick around. More coming up for the answer. Stay with us. Feeding your dog. How about the pet food that is changing dogs all over America? Dr. Marty's Nature's Blend. It's a freeze-dried raw dog food that contains 0 artificial preservatives, fillers, or meat meal. My grand dog, my son Trevor's dog, goes wild for Dr. Marty's Nature's Blend. It's so good, it's pantry safe. That means you can travel with it. You travel a lot with your pooch. Bring your dog a food they're going to love and support their happy, full life without wood pulp, without artificial preservatives, without spoiled grocery store meat, which is a lot of the junk that you find in dog food. For a limited time, save 54% off your dog's supply of Nature's Blend. You'll get a free pack of premium dog treats, too. Go to drmartypets.com/MikeG, or you can just text Mike G to 511-511. That's the easiest way to do it. Just text Mike G to 511-511. We'll send you back the link. Message and data rates may apply. You may receive additional texts from Dr. Marty's Nature's Blend.
Hi, this is Jason Hansen, former CIA officer and best-selling author on safety and preparedness. The fact is, things are getting downright scary for everyone who's storing their wealth in the banks. We just saw the collapse of 3 major banks, and I would urge you to consider protecting your wealth ASAP. If even a tiny percentage of Americans attempt to withdraw their savings, we would see a collapse of the entire banking system, sending us into a modern-day Great Depression. Fortunately, there is a way for you to avoid this. It starts with contacting Advantage Gold. If you have an IRA or 401k, Advantage Gold can help convert those paper assets into physical gold and silver. This is the process that I recommend everybody use as a hedge against rapid inflation and to protect your retirement wealth from the banks. Take control of your financial safety today. Call 800-900-8000 to get your free gold investment kit from Advantage Gold. Call 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000.
Advantage Gold is not an investment advisor or a tax advisor. Consult your financial advisor before that. Call 800-900-8000.
Mike Gallagher. This is Dennis Prager inviting you to join me for a memorable travel opportunity that will be a highlight of your life. Mike Gallagher and I are headed again back to Israel in October for the Stand with Israel tour. Join us along with our trusted partner, Inspiration Cruises and Tours. We'll visit key sites in the Holy Land, thoughtfully designed to give you unprecedented access to